The Odyssey drifted in the dark between stars, a silver needle in infinite black. Captain Elara Voss floated in the command deck, her body held lightly by magnetic boots. Outside the viewport, Proxima Centauri burned as a dull red coal, still years away. She had been alone for 8 years now, the last human on the longest mission ever launched. Earth had stopped answering 2 centuries earlier. The Great Silence began in 2275, first static, then nothing. Colonies on Mars, Luna, the Belt, all gone quiet within decades. No war footprints, no plague records, no final broadcasts. Just absence. Elara grew up on Mars Dome 7, listening to old stories of blue oceans and green continents. When the exploratory corps asked for volunteers for a one-way probe to Proxima, she raised her hand. Someone had to keep looking forward. The ship's AI, Orion, spoke in a calm baritone. All systems nominal, Captain. Estimated arrival at Proxima B in 42 months. Elara nodded without turning. She was watching the stars, as always. Then a soft chime broke the quiet. Incoming narrow band transmission. Source bearing. Sol direction. Strength marginal. Elara spun. Play it. Static hissed, then a voice, human, female, distorted by distance and time. Anybody, this is Earth Relay, coordinates attached, please respond. The words repeated, looping. Elara's heart pounded against her ribs. 200 years of silence, and now this whisper from home. Orion, triangulate source. Signal originates from Sol system, Earth-Moon L5 point. Age estimate, approximately 190 years, accounting for light delay. Older than the silence. A message sent just as everything ended. Elara stared at the waveform dancing on the screen. Decode any data packets. A file unpacked, coordinates, a star map, and a short text string. To the last child of Mars, come home. The door is still open. Her own mission designation was, last child of Mars. Whoever sent this knew she would be out here. She should have ignored it. Protocol was clear. Continue to Proxima, seed the beacon, search for habitable worlds. Turning back meant abandoning the mission. Fuel margins were tight, the Odyssey had no return plan. But the voice kept looping. Please respond. Orion, calculate course change to Sol. Maximum sustainable acceleration. Captain, that will consume 78% of remaining fuel. Probability of reaching Proxima afterward, near zero. Do it. The engines woke with a distant thunder. For the first time in years, the ship had direction, backward. The journey took 12 years. Elara aged in the gentle push of thrust, then in weightlessness when fuel ran low. She celebrated birthdays alone, talked to recordings of her parents, watched old Earth films until the pixels felt like memories. Orion kept her sane with games, debates, music. But the signal never strengthened. It remained that faint, desperate loop. As Sol grew from a bright star to a blazing sun, Earth resolved into a blue-white marble wrapped in clouds. No orbital traffic, no lights on the night side. Yet the moon's L5 point held something, a structure, small, glinting. Elara approached cautiously. The object was an ancient relay station, skeletal, solar panels tattered. The signal came from inside. She suited up and spacewalked across the gap. The airlock accepted an old core code, her code. Inside, the station was preserved in vacuum cold. A single console glowed faintly on emergency power. On the screen, the same message played. But beneath it, a new file waited, timestamped the day she launched. She opened it. Her own face appeared, younger, recorded on Mars before departure. If you're watching this, Elara, you turned back. Good. I knew you would. The recording continued. We didn't die. We left. The silence was deliberate. Earth became crowded in ways you can't imagine. Consciousness overflowed. We uploaded, dispersed into the solar wind as patterns, seeking room to grow. But we left doors. This station is one. The coordinates lead to others. Elara's throat tightened. We became something else. The recording smiled sadly. We became quiet. Most of us are out there now, among the stars, no longer needing bodies or planets. But some of us missed the weight of gravity, the taste of rain. We left seeds, cryopods, gene banks, ice with memories. Enough to restart, if anyone wanted to come home. The recording leaned closer. I was the last to leave. I waited as long as I could. I sent this message on a tight beam, timed for your mission window. I hoped you'd hear it. I hoped you'd choose. Elara floated in silence. Outside, Earth turned below, blue oceans still there, continents green with untamed forests. No cities glowed, but life clearly endured. You can stay, the recording said. Wake the seeds. Rebuild, if you want flesh and noise and mornings. Or you can join us. The upload gate is active. Either choice is valid. We won't judge. The message ended. The console waited for input, stay or depart. Elara looked at Earth one last time. She thought of footsteps on alien soil she would never take, of Proxima's red light she would never see. She thought of empty domes on Mars, of her parents' voices in old recordings. Then she thought of rain. She pressed stay. Lights flickered on across the station. Somewhere far below, pods began to warm. The long silence was ending, not with a shout, but with a single human choosing to come home.